And of course, Tier, you're different than maybe a newer agent who has more time, but what do you recommend in terms of follow-up to that person?
Every day until they tell you to go away.
Calling, texting, emailing.
Texting, emailing. Maybe they were on the Zoom and saw an illustration that you presented to them. They say, hey, you know what? I actually found another company that I think this would work for you too. Maybe do you want to get on a Zoom and compare the two again? And then maybe we could figure out which one is better for you.
I like that.
Because all you're trying to do is grab. Sometimes people aren't willing to pull the trigger right on the spot, and that happens. Maybe they need to see you again, see your same tonality, personality. Just like I try to be consistently boring, nothing really special. I always show up in a baseball cap. I tell them on my intro call, I'm maybe a guy in a polo with a baseball cap, probably with like a pink flamingo on it, right? So when they get on the Zoom, they're like, "Oh yeah, you do that. Is that pink flamingo?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right there." And they're like, "Oh, you're just a normal guy." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not."
Yeah, my daughter would love that hat. She's 2.
She would love it, man. So I can send you one, bud. I actually had them made. It was for one of my daughter's events at school, so we had a bunch of these hats made. But I figured, you know what? Let me wear something that's recognizable. So
you're peacocking.
That's I guess whatever. But it's just to kind of give a sense of normalcy. Sometimes I've showed up to Zooms and I usually wear this F&G polo because I get a whole bunch of them sent to me from F&G all the time. So I just rock the same polo all the time. Not the same one, but I have like 14 purple ones basically. Clients will say like, "Oh, you're not in a suit and tie?" And I'm like, "Oh, do you want the suit and tie guy? Because I could do that, but I'm going to charge 20% more. You want me to come back?" And they're like, no, just stay there. It's cool. I'm like, all right, cool. And I just kind of go through it.
But again, another opportunity for humor. And, and Tier, I think the things that you're describing are actually really psychologically complex. You relate to people on this really deep, guttural kind of level, the amygdala almost. And hopefully people are picking up on that as well. The things you're describing are really thought out.
Yeah, I mean, when I wrote my script, even from the beginning, the reason why I would really focus on like a pitch to Zoom is because I didn't know how to handle things. So I had to buy time. So that was pitch. So get basic information, conversation, find out a little bit about yourself, compare 401ks and IRAs to, fixed index annuities or IUL type of accounts, how you can kind of leverage it to where you're finding the money, that sort of thing. Then what's comfortable. Now let me crunch the data, right? Even to this day, when I have IUL leads come in, there's a lot of times I can one call close it in a heartbeat. I can do a one call close without thinking about it. Now, if they're like a 57-year-old wanting to put $100 a month into a policy and be their own bank, I'm going to bring them back to reality, right? And I probably will one call close in with some simplified issue carrier. But if I'm digging into that more and I'm finding out they had an old retirement, why do I ask, like, are you a veteran? Because a lot of clients I do help are veterans. I find out later they have these TSP pensions hanging out that are just doing nothing. So I always ask, are you working, retired, disabled, or are you a veteran? And they're like, oh, yeah, actually, and I thank you for your service. It's just another touch point that's simple. But if they're like a